This is Bishan Stadium, and on this Sunday night, we are here for the Singapore Premier League. The match is between Balestier Khalsa and Albirex Niigata. We're looking at the fixtures for match week 7 and some results for you as well. We had the Eastern Derby, Geylang United beaten by BG Tampines Rovers 3-1. And then Lion City Sailors hammering Hougang United yesterday. 5-1 winners they were. And tomorrow we have another fixture for you at Jalan Besar Stadium. It is Young Lions against Tanjong Pagar United, a battle at the bottom of the table. Talking of the table, let's have a look at these standings. And an opportunity here for Albirex Niigata to narrow the lead that BG Tampines Rovers have in second to just 1 point if they get a win. But let's not forget, Balestier Khalsa can leapfrog Albirex and go to third, though they will have played one game more. So plenty to play for. Let's hear the pre-match thoughts of Keiji Shigatomi, but first, here's Marko Kraljevic.
Coach, today you face Albirex sitting just above you on the table. How much are you looking forward to in this battle?
Yes, of course, we're looking to bounce back. You know, last week disappointed with the score, and then we need to looking for today to bounce back.
The last time you encountered Albirex, they beat you 3-2. What will you be doing differently today for a better result?
Yeah, I mean, we was 2-1 up in second half. We consider 2 goals injury time. We need to, of course, we need to improve in this area, and then hopefully we in leading today. I think if we're leading today, I think we should be able to win the game.
Finally, please walk us through your starting 11. Any notable changes?
Not much, you know, we have 2 injury. Our Yakov is still injury, and then Mario is red card and out, and some other players is moving. I think we are okay.
Hi Coach, Albirex have been in good form and are pushing up the table. How eager is the squad to go against Balestier today?
Yeah, Balestier is a very tough team. As you know, our last league was a very tough game, and even in the cup, it went right to the end. So it won't be easy game today. But anyway, we wanna stay focused and make the most of every opportunity.
What have you focused on in training this week to prepare your side tactically and mentally for this challenge?
Yeah, I think the important thing is how to control the flow of the game. So from our recent tough game, we learned the importance of concentration and attention to details. So those lessons will be especially important today.
Finally, please talk us through how you've lined your side tonight. Any key changes to your starting 11?
Yes, today Razak will playing in the first 11, so I'm expecting his performance.
Just to clarify that, Abdul Razak, I think there, Coach Keiji Shigatomi is talking about, a man who's very good at interpreting that sort of thing and analysing, is my co-commentator here, Shasi Kumar. Very good evening to you, Shasi.
Very excited to be here actually, and judging from the past few days, loads of goals, not so good defending, but you know, just to carry on with that, we just do hope that for the fans as well and for us watching this game, we have loads of goals, and you just look at the teams and the way they set up as well, and last week as well with Balestier against Hougang and Albirex and Tanjong Pagar, loads of goals, and we expect that today as well.
So I worked on the Albirex game last week against Tanjong Pagar. You did the Balestier Khalsa one against Hougang. Why don't you start with your feelings on Balestier, because to go 2 goals up within 7 minutes and then to lose it, I know they had a sending off as well. Yep. That must have been quite a gut wrench for them.
I think Marco said that as well just now, that it was very disappointing in the fact that they took a 2-goal lead and then they started the game so well, you know, lots of possession, and then scored those 2 very early goals from set-piece situations, and obviously a couple of mistakes with Hougang. But, you know, they were good, you know, until that red card. But, you know, that I don't think Marco used that as an excuse for losing the game, and that's fair as well. So they didn't know how to manage the game in that respect.
Yeah.
But having said that, going forwards, they're always so good. They're good to watch as well. Mandic now finding a little bit of form.
Yeah.
Tim Matic as well, so good. And Vujanic, the number 7, I think he has been one of the best players, foreign players in the league this season already. Very good box-to-box player.
They are going to be missing Subaric. We'll talk about that in just a short while when we see the lineups. As for their opponents today, Albirex Niigata also let go of a 2-goal lead last week against Tanjung Pagar United. But, you know, one thing, Shashi, I'm sure you'll agree, is that Albirex, you just cannot discount them till the end. That's been an Albirex feature for many, many years, hasn't it? That they fight till the very end.
Exactly, and again, that also comes with fitness as well. You know, the ability to go on all the way till, and obviously in this day and age, we never play till 90 minutes. It's almost 95 to 100 minutes. So they have that ability. They're very fit. Very match fit as well, and they go on till the last minute. And they've in Shingo Nakano, Ishibashi, and Yokohata, the number 10. They've got some very good players who can hurt you as well.
Little discussion going on there in the tunnel. We are being informed that there will be a slight delay to kickoff. It is an attire problem. So, this has happened in the past, Shashi. Have you ever?
I think we had one just, was it last week when I don't know, it was about the shorts or the tights or something like that. So something that doesn't usually happen. So let's hope this gets started soon.
Well, that kind of thing normally gets sorted out well before, doesn't it? So.
Exactly.
Well, Balestier are the home side, so that means you're the ones who get the kind of the prerogative. Talking about Balestier, Khalsa, let's have a look at the lineups first. Playing a 4-2-3-1 here. We'll come into that formation just a short while, but we can tell you that there's been one change on the side that lost to Hougang. Mario Subaric was suspended. He got a red card there. And Harith Kanadi comes into defence. And talking of defence, a little bit of a shuffle for you.
Yeah, and obviously Subaric is a miss at the back, and it was pretty clear-cut, a red card last week, a little bit unlucky there, but we don't exactly know who will start off at centre-back. It's a toss-up between Tajeli and Derente. Both can play there. So let's see who plays where today, with Harith Kanadi coming in, so he's a natural left-back, so he goes there.
Right, so that's Balestier Khalsa. So just that one change that Marko Kraljevic forced his hand there. They've got a very good 13-man squad or so. And then when we look at that substitutes bench, you saw that it's a bit thin, isn't it? They haven't even got the 11 subs on, and a couple of goalkeepers and a few youngsters.
Yeah, and notable is only Nations, I guess. And
that's right.
Fudil, who has played before, and this is the starting lineup for Albirex.
So Albirex there, as I mentioned earlier, that 3-2 win over Tanjung Pagar United with a late goal from Nozomi Ozawa. The only change, which is an interesting one, Hazik Kamarudin has started every single game this season in both the league and the cup. But this is the first time this season he has been dropped. Abdul Razak is coming in, Shashi. It's his first start for the club since his loan move from Lion City Sailors.
Yeah, I like Hazik Kamarudin, and obviously there his name is that man, that the last one, number 42, and I like him as well. You know, I think every time he plays, he's very direct.
Right.
And last season, when he had an opportunity to start games, he just truly proved that he was, in fact, he was ahead of Daniel Goh.
Yes.
And you know, I think he's done well. And I don't know, dropped is the right word, a little bit harsh.
Yeah.
But probably
not started today.
Yeah, trying to use Abdul Razak, you know, and I think that's a good replacement as well to have. You know, Abdul Razak, we know what he can do as well, direct as well. So that's a good substitution to make.
I'm also thinking from Abdul Razak's point of view, it's probably a good move if he's struggling to nail a place in that very talented Lion City Sailor side. You want minutes.
Of course.
Minutes, as well as the fact that a year from now, Shashi, we have a big tournament at hand. And you want to get yourself into the reckoning, don't you?
It's not only that, it's before that as well, the Mitsubishi Cup as well. Is that what it's called now?
Different car now.
Yeah, it's a different car. Yeah. Yeah. So that's something to aim for as well, and not only for Abdul Razak, all the other players who are lacking minutes, they need to go out there, and not only that, when they have that opportunity to start games, they got to prove what they can do.
So I think it's all been sorted. Hopefully the players will just pull their socks up and give us a good game, despite the slightly delayed start, as they come out here at Jurong East Stadium. While the Balestier are playing at Bishan Stadium, excuse me. Albirex Niigata, of course, their home stadium is at Jurong East.
Do here that the kickoff was delay was due to a ref error on team attire color, so whatever that means, but you're ready to go. There's some issues with the socks.
So officials then for this one, Jansen Fu in charge. He's assisted by Manoj Kalwani and Lim Si Seng. Mohammad Taufik Tana is the fourth official. VAR today being presided by Ahmad Akasha. Chan Kok Wai is assisting. VAR playing a very prominent role in both matches that we worked on last week. Tanjong Pagar denied a goal, and your game against Hougang, there was a red card, there was a goal that was in the end given. Let's see what happens today. Always adds to the drama. So how do we see? Sorry,
yeah, they don't really have a good record against Albirex, Balestier. They've only won once in 10 meetings with Albirex, and that was at the end of last season. So, and Marco as well. He's only won 4 times out of 33 outings. So they're up against it in a way, but those are just stats and history, because today is a different day, and they've got to go out there and start doing something, because if they do win, they just go into 3rd spot, as you said before, Balestier. So that's something to play for, and it's good that they go out there and try to prove something as well, because after last week's defeat, which was really a disappointment, having taken the 2-goal lead, they want to do something, and let's see how it goes.
I thought it was interesting to see that Balestier Khalsa have had the 2nd most number of shots in the league, and you and I were having a chat before we went on air about how it has been a nice kind of, let's say, a continuation of Peter de Roo's legacy. It's not been a complete shift to what people thought it might be under Marko Kraljevic and his style that's normally associated with him. They've kind of maintained an attacking verve to them.
Yeah, I think fair play to Marco, because when the critics heard that he was going to take over Peter de Roo, everyone was saying that we're going back, or they're going back to a long ball system and whatever. Right. But fair play to him. I think he's kind of like continued with Peter de Roo in a way, because you need players to do that as well, and I think the players that have come in, people like Vojanic and all, I think that's helped, and the local players are probably the same players as well from Peter de Roo's reign. So yeah, it's a good continuation of how Peter de Roo has played the game for Balestier. Having said that, Shasi, I think a lot of people have said at the very least he'll get them probably a little bit more defensively tighter, and they haven't kept a clean sheet yet, so we shall see if that will pan out. It's still very early days in this season, despite being about halfway through it. So it is Albirex Niigata to get us going here. Kim smashes the ball forward. And it does indeed look like Tajeli. Yeah, Tajeli is playing at left centre back with Madhu Mohana in there.
He's certainly played that probably more than Darren Tay has over his career, right? Remember, they got off to a terrific start, Balestier Khalsa, with 2 early goals last week.
A free kick from a good position here, and Ishibashi will take this.
Ball to be swung in here, first test for Balestier Khalsa. There's Mustapic. Now out to Harith Kanadi, left back, brought back into the side today. Rasak with his first touch. Shingo Nakano, who really barely played. Oh, there's some space on that side of the pitch. Sugita. Now Harith. Cross played in there by Elijah Lim. At that near post.
A good, nice start from Balestier down this left-hand side. Harith Kanadi will take this.
Kind of just stop there for a second. Play continues, and then the flag goes up. There's Mandic, who scored last week, and as Shashi mentioned, just starting to chip in a bit more. Not the best ball out there. Had to really go chasing that side for Daus.
Yeah, closing down by Elijah. The ball out wasn't the best, as you said.
Side for Daus goes back to Kim Tae-uk. Here's Cho In-soo. What a great goal he scored last week against Tanjong Pagar. Absolutely hammered the ball. Abdul Rasak on the byline. Just a bit too much on that ball. Shingo Nakano's not going to make that.
Yeah, Abdul Razak did well there, and initially you thought that he could have just put the ball in before that, but instead just decided to play it back, and the cross was a deep one, just invading Nakano in the process.
Sugita still continued despite a little push on him, and oh, there's a yellow card on side for Daus.
An early yellow card as well, 5th minute of the game.
Warranted, do you think?
Yeah, it's a little bit harsh, I gotta say. And, I don't think it was a yellow card challenge as well. A bit card happy.
Harith Kanadi then. There's Marko Kraljevic in his technical area. Nigel getting a run of games as well, that's good for him. Back to Harith. Zulkainen, also on loan from Lion City Sailors. Tajeli getting involved. That's a dangerous ball given away. Yokohata sandwiched between two Balestier players. He feels he should have got something there, nothing given. Side for Daus. Now Zulkainen. Tajeli clears. Now the referee will just go back, I think, to that injury earlier. Here's Ishibashi with the throw-in for Albirex Niigata. Could he go in with a bit of a long throw here? Let's see. Lots of air on that one, easy to deal with. I'm sure we'll see Madhu Mohana do one of his trademark throws later on in the game. Zulkainen there just told to get in front of Elijah, maybe for a potential flick on. There is the flick on. Madhu Mohana clears. Oh, the shot just dips. A tad too late, but otherwise that could have been goal bound from Yokohata.
That's great technique by Yokohata. Not an easy effort to pull off. Ball coming at him, then had to take it first time on the volley. Ball hit it away by Madhu. He just dipped, but not enough.
First chance there for Albirex Niigata. Turk decides to go down the other side. Very comfortable on the ball at the moment. Here's Cho In-soo. Looks like Yokohata might be playing in a slightly more withdrawn role today.
Yeah, it's very fluid in the way they are setting up, and you don't exactly know where they're playing. As of now, you just take a look at up top with Abdul Razak and Nakano just playing as a 2 up top. And,
yeah, because they went with a back 3 last week, but this one's a fluid one, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's very, very, as you said, it's a kind of a hybrid system, and even Yoshioka now is just pushing on a little bit into center midfield. Even Ozawa is playing in central midfield, so it's confuses the opponents as well, including us.
Foul there on Abdul Razak. Tajeli got a piece of him there. And he's just telling the referee, how about that? Ref, look at my leg.
Yeah, that's definitely a foul. just
So,
going on Abdul Razak.
is that more of a yellow card contender than the earlier one?
Exactly, it's not given, isn't it? And so the problem is the lack of consistency in the decision making, and then the cards being shown.
I think that's Abdul Razak's making that point as well to the referee about that should be a card. So we've got a fairly centrally located free kick. I was fascinated when I see this sort of thing happening before free kick. I'm not sure I'd really want to be in that sort of role, Chassis, in front of the ball.
Yeah.
And actually, what the purpose of that is to go. Oh, that's a wicked bounce there.
Foul given against Daniel Go, I think, but Mustapic is a very, very lucky man.
I've got to say, Shashi, that game you worked on last week, there were a couple of times where he wasn't very sure of himself last week.
And they did hit his face. And, the bounce, yeah, the bounce in front, yeah, got lucky there. Very, very lucky indeed.
I'm telling you, it was those two guys on their knees. That's what caused it.
Two of the bravest person in the team.
Yeah, there was an acute angle, a goal scored for Tanjong Pagar, where Mustapic kind of just didn't really make a clean save. Didn't really push it away. Albirex for you so far, Shashi being the more dangerous of the two?
Not really. It's been really even, and no one has really had the upper hand or the edge.
Here's Sugita, back to Harith. Mandic with a touch on. It's a foul on Tin Matic.
Yeah, it's good pressing from Kim Tae-yuk there, all the way. And again, he's one of those who is just playing in that central midfield role.
Daniel Go given a couple of games starts to try to show what he can do. People asking for him to start because he was making a bit of an impact coming off the bench. Let's see if he can do that today. By Tajeli. Mandic will not get there. Back to Hassan Sani from Kim Tae-yuk. Bit of chasing to be done there by Shingo Nakano. So more of a 3-5-2 for you today?
Yeah, looks like it. And Said Firdaus is playing as one of the centre backs with Kim Tae-yuk and Yun Soo. So Yoshioka, Ozawa, and Ishibashi in the middle of the park. Zul Susliman and Yokohata out wide. And two forwards, Nakano and Razak.
Here is Abdul Razak now. Now Nakano. Elijah Lim gets the ball back to Masahiro Sugita. Ball's lofted forward towards Daniel Go. Darren Tay finds him again. Good work between the two on that right-hand side. runs into a little bit of traffic there.
Yeah, Yun Soo just ran down a goal like a book there. Knew exactly where he was going or where his next move was.
All inside this half now. Every outfield player. It's given away. Here's Daniel Go. Oh, he's returned the favour now. Shioka stuck on him.
Yeah, tried to do a little bit too much in the end. I thought after that first one, he got the beating of Yun Soo. Could have released it earlier.
Yeah.
Ran out of legs in the end.
Kim Tae-ok. There's Zulkarnain, Sözlüman. Has to go back to Said Firdaus. Shingo Nakano trying to make a nuisance of himself and maybe too much of it.
Yeah, it's good defending from Tajali, using all his strength and experience as well. Using his body to shield the ball, running inside a free kick. A foul by Kim Tae-ok on Vojanic.
Mustafic, oh, he was playing with fire there, and I tell you what, Shingo Nakano could have closed him down.
Yeah, wasted ball, no pressure. Tried to play the ball over the top for Daniel Go.
Just an air of frustration, I think, at the moment. Not very fluid.
We played almost 20 minutes, just lack of action in front of goal.
Yeah.
No goalkeeper has been tested except maybe for that free kick.
Here comes Sugita. That's too much to expect from Daniel Go.
And again, I thought the release was too early for Daniel Go, and Yun Soo was already in a covering position.
Here's Shingo Nakano. He did well to get himself between the player and ball.
And good pace shown by Tajali again. Got in front of his man.
I suppose, Shasi, today, it's not a bad day for Subaric to be suspended. You got the pace of Tajeli there. Subaric might have struggled in that situation.
Yeah, in a way, yes, but
he's got the physicality though, right?
Yeah, but you know, you got to understand as well. Tajeli has got that a mistake in him somewhere.
Yeah. Also, sometimes a red mist descends on him. So far, so good, though. Would you say, from a Balestier defensive perspective?
Yeah, as long as they're not conceding any goals, because we do know that has been their problem area.
Here is Mandic, now Harith Kanadi. Sugita wanted the ball, and Elijah Lim, not a great pass. Encouraging words though from Marco.
Actually, to be fair, that was the pass to make, and I think Sugita didn't really read that. That was why Marco was saying good play by Elijah.
I think it's lacking a bit of intensity.
Yeah, I think so too as well. The teams defensively has been good enough, organized. Albirex ready for the press. You can see 5 players in there, waiting for the short ball to be played. The Jelly still plays it short. Let's see how it goes. He does the right thing, Mustapic.
Yeah. Goes long. Looking for Mandic, but possession back. Albirex Niigata. Side for Daus. Goes back to his keeper, Hassan Sani. Now they're trying to apply a bit of a press themselves. Balestier. So that's a great ball out to Abdul Rasak. He just showed a bit too much of it to Madhu Mahana. Here's Darren Tay. Possession being traded quite easily at the moment. Shingo Nakano. He's having a nice little duel at the moment. Waiting for the shot to be taken. Oh, that's closed down really well by Mustapic. Could well have been the opening goal there.
Oh, that was a great save. Good play from Nakano, and very unselfish as well. He got the better of the Jelly. Just cuts inside the Jelly. That was a great piece of skill. Puts the Jelly on his air, should I say? And that was the cutback for Shibashi. Great save from Mustapic.
Shibashi doing really well there, but excellent save. Look at that divot as well caused in the 6-yard box. Well, they've created whatever chances we've had. There you go. 3 so far now for Albirex. So a bit of a push. That's what the referee feels. Ozawa. That was actually a really good chance, wasn't it, for Ishibashi?
Very much so, and it's a great save, you got to say, from that distance, point-blank range. Strong right hand from Mustapic.
Lofts it over to Harith Kanadi. Beautiful control from him. He smashes it clear. Zulkarnain lets that go on to play for a throw-in. Shingo Nakano, such a dangerous player. Zulkarnain rolls to the keeper. He releases it quickly. Sugita is closed down. So kind of races back. Another one who's looking for more minutes, right? Zulkarnain Suliman.
Yeah, exactly.
Vujanic trying to turn his man, and he loses the ball. Mohana doing enough.
I needed a better ball for Abdulrazak, a little bit short.
Just picked up in a bit of intensity here.
Yeah, and it's scrappy as well, but Nakano there showing his strength, getting the better of Vujanic, of all players. Zul losing out.
Mandic coming in to help out. Ball is given away again. Yeah, I think you're right. The word scrappy is a very accurate one.
Nobody wants the ball, and everyone wants to release the ball quickly. And errors creeping into this game.
Here they come now, Balestier, Khalsa. Ozawa doing really well to win the ball back. No foul. Ishibashi, here he is. Up to Abdulrazak. Mohana gets the ball away. Now he'll stop playing. Jansen Fu.
Well, at the moment, the quality of play has been really poor. Players just can't make the right decisions at the right time. Making a pass, when to release the ball, when to hold on to the ball.
Matic is not happy at all.
He wanted a foul here. I don't think so. I think that was the right decision. He just turned and fell to the ground without any touch from Ozawa.
Certainly didn't seem too much in that. So far, it's been a lot of work at the back for his defenders. They've kept shut out Albirex for now. They haven't really done much going forward, have they?
Yeah.
Remember, they are the side with the second most number of shots in the league, but haven't had one yet in this match. Side for Daus. Shingo Nakano somehow got on the ball there. Tajeli's won that back, and oh, he's got to be careful here. He's kind of squaring up to Shingo Nakano.
To be fair, that was a good battle out there at the moment between Nakano and Tajeli. Tajeli won it actually there with a little bit of help from his teammate. Got in with a little bit of afters.
Greatest ball. Mandic having to work on scraps here. He's dropping a lot, isn't he, Shasi, to get some kind of action.
That wasn't the best of balls from Elijah. He had to make like a 30-meter run just to get to the ball. And again, as I said, the quality of play has been lacking really in this game.
Maybe a goal will just settle things. Kanadi going to take this throw in. You can hear Marko Kraljevic wanting some movement from his forwards. Vujanic. Matic rather. There's Darante looking for Daniel Go, who's on the ball now. Great work from Sugita.
Yeah, good work from Sugita there.
Well, that is a very, very ambitious shot from Vujanic.
Yeah, that has been really the story of the match, really. It's ambitious, to say the least, from the man there, Vujanic.
First attempt on goal, and it's yeah, hopeful at best. Madumohana gets up first. Is there a handball there? Yeah, I think he might get... Oh! A red card for Madumohana on Abdul Rasak here. I thought there was a hand. Was there an elbow? I think that's what he's saying as he went up. Of course, this is going to get checked.
And it is bleeding, by the way, but we don't exactly know what went on there. And he's as surprised as anyone else, Madhu. And it's a straight red, by the way.
Yeah.
So this will be looked at. Oh, that's... The elbow wasn't thrown. His arms were up there because he had to jump. And there wasn't an elbow thrown.
Well, he looks absolutely perplexed. And he'll be hoping that he gets called back here. Shaking of the head. I mean, this is 2 games in a row now. We've had a dismissal, and it's 2 central defenders. This is another view of it.
No, he was just leading. He's leading with the hand. He didn't throw the elbow.
So
obviously, it caught Razak, and it is bleeding and whatever. But yes, that's not a red card. You know, it's just. The wrong decision. Simple as that.
Wow. So it looks like it's going to stand. Yeah, I mean, that last view we got of it, Shasi, shows that an arm was up, but it wasn't in a way in which it looked as if it was being thrown in to cause whatever happened there. I think, oh yeah, obviously there is some contact and he's got blood. We need to get that treated, but wow, it is confirmed. The red card. Tajali is going to be the senior defender there. Now what are they going to do? Because they have a real problem.
Yeah, they've got to change things around now, and probably Fudel can come in, and because they need another centre back.
Yeah. There's no issue with... Definitely there was some kind of contact.
Yeah, obviously, you know, because he led with his arm, but there wasn't anything thrown. He didn't throw his elbows. It's just understanding of the game. Simple as that.
Well, it could well be Darante and Tajeli. But going forward, in the next few matches, they won't have either one of their senior guys there.
No, I think Vujanic is dropping in, so Darante is still at right back. So Vujanic stands in together with Tajeli.
Yeah, so no defenders, so no senior centre-backs for the next couple of matches.
And Mandic is forced to go out left. Matic as the sole forward. That's what Marco did last week with Mandic being forced to play out wide on the left-hand side. And here comes Zul with the cross.
Yeah, I was wondering whether he might bring someone on, make a change, but he's at the moment opting not to, Marco. They want to get to half-time now. Big talking point, and of course at half-time we'll be looking back at that and all the other major highlights of the first half, so do stay with us. A corner here without Madu to be there to defend. Flicked, no real threat from that corner. I suppose Marco at the moment feels that the 10 on the pitch are the ones he's going to sort of work with, Shashi.
You know, doesn't want to really change too much, and Vojanic is obviously, or the obvious choice in terms of centre-backs at the moment.
Well, you'd expect now this game to be very much, I mean, as it was, Albirex were the ones sort of creating a bit more. Now you'd expect them to dominate.
Yeah, and obviously going forwards, the firepower with Mandic out wide on the left-hand side. Now it's an uphill task for Balestier against a very good side in Albirex.
There's Yokohata.
Yeah, everyone behind the ball.
Yeah. They're going to have to put on a very good defensive vanguard for what could be up to half an hour, given sometimes we've seen the amount of at a time we've had in the SPL this season. Away by Tajeli. And shot there from side Firdaus.
Yeah, wasted effort. Not the best. Not going to trouble Mustapic like that. And, I think the onus now is on Albirex to really up the tempo, up the intensity, because it's pretty obvious that Balestier, they're going to just sit deep, sit behind the ball, try to catch Albirex on the counter.
I mean, they were barely posing an attacking threat before the sending off. That's the thing, isn't it? There's no one. It's difficult with no focal point. Yoshioka back to Kintaeyok. Here's Abdurrazak. Yokohata. Everyone going to be behind the ball now for Balestier Khalsa.
And somehow lacking in ideas here, Albirex, and need to do better. And obviously, I think for the game itself, I think it needs the half-time whistle.
Yeah.
To get in, regroup.
Reset, yeah.
Just reset a little bit for Albirex, for Balestier, for obvious reasons, and Albirex trying to go past probably a low block in the second half.
They're not going to mind this, Balestier, if this is what Albirex are going to do, long-range shots.
Yep, you're right.
Tajeli back to his keeper. He's going to be, you would think, a very busy man in the second half. You could just see that strapping there for Abdul-Razak. He's probably going to have that done properly with more time during the break. So kind of wins the ball back. Here he comes on this right-hand side. Looks to play the cross in.
Elijah does well to get back into position after Sugita had lost the ball in the middle of the park.
Instructions out there from Marko Kraljevic as we await this corner from Albirex. It's a save from Mustapic. Kim Tae-uk with the header.
That's a great leap from Kim Tae-uk. Free header. The keeper was there straight at him though, but still needed to make that save.
That's a header that's going to go in though. And it's Shingo Nakano who opens the scoring. That seemed almost a free header.
Yeah, again, it's bad marking, isn't it? It's terrible defending from a corner. It's just straight from the corner. And nobody marking Nakano. And of all players, don't want to be leaving the top scorer up there like that. It's an outswinger, Ishibashi. There you go. Just baffling, isn't it?
Absolutely no one around him.
Yeah, he's just ghosted in between three defenders. No one was marking him initially as well. Or was it Tajeli? He's not going to save from Mustapic. Not going to save the ball from there.
Certainly being one man down doesn't help you, but this is the guy that you really got to shut down. 5th goal of the season for Shingo Nakano. And it's a goal at a good time as well. Not too long after the sending off, just before half-time. There's going to be a reaction here from Balestier Khalsa. Sugita. Haven't really seen too much of Daniel go.
As another disappointing move cut short. You can listen or hear Marco saying, "Go, Daniel." You know, he's just standing on the line asking for the ball, not making that run behind the defense.
Yokohata. Straight at Mustapic. We're going to have at a time now. Six minutes with VAR and The injury earlier to Abdul-Razak. Zulkarnain slips the ball through. It just seemed all too easy to get in there for Yoshioka.
Balestier got a little bit lucky there because Mandic was caught napping initially and then got back just in time. Yoshioka just about to pull the trigger. Now they got the defend again from a corner. They got to do it much, much better than they did the last time. It should be Yoshioka again with the corner. Or Ishibashi rather.
Haven't cleared their lines. Zulkarnain to Abdul-Razak. And the shot is palmed away by Mustapic. And they decide to keep it alive here. The keeper's committed himself. And we've got a second goal. And he was in no man's land. And Kim Tae-uk nods in the second. And that is starting to look a little concerning now for Balestier Khalsa. They've conceded 2 goals in 4 minutes. Just before the break. You fear for them now.
Listen, everything started from the short corner. And there was a 2v1 situation. And where was the second defender coming out? And then that ball in, uncontested cross, puts it on a plate. And Tae-uk with a free header as well. Goalkeeper comes out in no man's land. And Balestier are really tatters here defensively.
First goal of the season for Kim Tae-uk. Shashi, the easy thing to say would be, oh, well, they're down to 10 men. But you're not been happy with the organisation at the back anyway, right?
Yeah, it's a corner. So even with 10 men, you defend with 10 men from a corner situation, right? So, and just before that, you know, they took that early free corner, and you could hear the coach saying 2v1, and there was no one coming out to make it 2v2. It's just poor organisation on the part of Balestier.
They will not be happy with the nature of those goals, how they came about. Oh, it's a great return ball, and they're getting stretched all over the place here, Balestier Khalsa. As you said, they can't wait for that half-time whistle now.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just no leaders at the moment. You know, with Madhu going off, who's talking, who's organizing the defense at the back? Who's telling someone what to do? At the moment, no one.
How relatively solid they look before that dismissal, and they're shambolic at the moment.
And again, certain players without the ball.
Oh, almost. Zulkarnain can't quite get it to Abdul-Razak. Sorry, Shashi, you were saying some players without the ball.
Yes, I was just saying some players without the ball, they're just not doing anything. You know, defensively, they're not doing anything. It's just really bad for Balestier. Not working together as a team.
Tajari launches, looking for Matic. We're into the final minute of added time. But he might just add on to that as well, Jansen Fu, with the goal. Will we see Abdul Razak in the second half? Will they perhaps give the other players a bit of a go, given that he's got all that strapping on? We'll see. Very good position to hammer home some goals later. Albirex Niigata. For now, though, they'll be content with a 2-goal lead. It was fairly tight, wasn't the highest of quality perhaps, until the sending off of Madu Mohana, and then the goals came through. Shingo Nakano with the first, with a free header, and then you got to say another free header as well from Kim Tae-uk. He was guilty of the second. The goalkeeper there, Mustapic. We feel there will be more goals to come as well as this game progresses. 10-man Balestier Khalsa will have a lot of thinking to do during the break. The score at halftime is Balestier Khalsa 0, Albirex Niigata 2. We'll have highlights and analysis in just a bit. It's halftime here in the Singapore Premier League at Bishan Stadium, the match between Balestier Khalsa and Albirex Niigata. Albirex leading by 2-0, a game that was kind of missing a little bit of quality at times, Shasi, but there, Shingo Nakano, he gives you that quality. This was a good save by Mustapic, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly, and I think it was a little bit too strong for Tajeli there. Held him off, played that square ball in, but I gotta say, good save from Mustapic. Strong right hand. This was the turn, just caught Tajeli there, and then that square ball looking for Shibashi. Good save.
Yeah, great bit of work there from Shingo Nakano, who would feature later on. Now, this was the big contentious moment in the match. The red card, the sending off of Madu Mohana. An immediate red card. Jansen Fu, no hesitation. There was some blood. You can see that on his hand.
Well, firstly, there was contact, definitely. Led with the hand. But I gotta say, there was no elbow thrown there. You know, both players going up. There you go. And obviously, there was contact. You know, take nothing away from that fact. There was contact on Razak's forehead. And red card was given.
Well, that sort of changed the complexion of things. And we had Yokohata testing out the keeper. A couple of long-range efforts. We were saying, well, if they continue with that, Balestier aren't going to mind.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, I think this was the effort way off target there. And again, it's a straightforward corner into the penalty area. And this was a warning sign, really, before the 2 goals. Taeuk with a straightforward header. Good leap, goalkeeper. It's a hand to just palm it away off the bar.
Well, that resulting corner led to this. A free header from Shingo Nakano, Shashi, that you couldn't quite believe how much time he had.
And I think it was Tajeli, you know, from this angle again. And he just ghosted past Tajeli to hit the ball in. Yeah, it's really poor marking and defending, whichever way you want to look at it. There's no way the goalkeeper is going to save it. And here, this was 2v1. And then the cross comes in, and this was nicely done. Goalkeeper flapping. Taeuk scores this time.
Mustapic in no man's land as he came out for it. And that just compounded their problems. Yeah, he was nowhere near the ball, completely misjudging that one. You can see that he hesitated, and it's a free header for Kim Taeuk with his first goal of the campaign. Yeah, when you look at the stats, very much domination, just in every department.
Yeah, and again, you know, as a contest, it looks like it's all over possession-wise as well, and it looks like it's going to be the same in the second half as well. Number of attempts already 11-1, raking up the number of attempts. So, you know, lots for Balestier to do, and it could be damage limitations in the second half.
Thank you very much, Shashi Kumar there. We are going to take a break, and when we return, we'll have the second half of this SPL match. Balestier Khalsa will have a lot to do to try and get back into this match against Albirex Niigata. Welcome back to Bishan Stadium. Balestier Khalsa trailing Albirex Niigata by 2 goals. They're also a man short because Captain Madu Mohana was sent off in a pivotal moment in this game. Shasi, we're just trying to wait for news on any potential changes here.
Yep.
What would you, I mean, just looking, if you were coaching now, what would you do? What would
Listen,
you
for Balestier, they don't really have much in terms of depth. So probably Ignatius can come in, Fudale, who is a defender anyway. So it'd probably stay the same in terms of personnel. But they really got to change their attitude, you know, because personnel-wise they can't do much, formation-wise they can't do much. But I think the attitude can change in terms of, you know, defensively they got to be a little bit more solid, a little bit more disciplined. But going up top, that's where is it coming from? Where is the goal coming from? At least 1 goal. That's a problem. They've got to try to work towards that. And this is a change for Albirex, and it's an attacking change as well.
Yeah, interesting to see. Said Firdaus is going to go off. We're going to play 4 at the back rather than 5.
And you know what? It's a very good and smart change because Said Firdaus is on a yellow card. Yeah. And, you know, not being cynical, you know, anything else, any challenge that Said Firdaus put on.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so that's a very, very smart move.
I just want to pick on something that you mentioned towards the end of the first half, or perhaps it was in the highlights, where you said there's no leaders at the back for Balestier. So you were talking about they're going to change their attitude, but also someone has to take on the mantle now of leader at the back. I know Darren Tay's wearing the captain's armband, but you say they're not organized enough at the back. Someone has to really shout at them now, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it starts from the front as well. When you talk about defending and whatever, but, you know, don't see any leaders at the back. Even Mustapic as a goalkeeper is not really a talker, so to speak. So you need that kind of players even more so now when they're down to 10 men chasing the game. And it's going to be a long second half, you feel. And Zulkarnain Suliman, I think he's going to play in that Said Firdaus role as a right centre-back in a 3.
Oh, so they're going to maintain the 3 then?
Yeah.
Here's Tajeli. This is Darren Tay. He's done well there. Yeah, I was just wondering whether, with the removal of Said Firdaus, whether they go into a back 4 and be, you know, sort of a 4-4-2, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, I think the change was because of the yellow card. I just do feel that's the reason why.
To see Hazek, he's obviously quite used to playing the wing-back role. Maybe looking to make an impression here. There's quite a lot on the ball.
It's a corner, which they really haven't defended properly in that first half, especially in the dying moments. And, they've got to do better here.
Daniel Go being told to get involved. He's marking Yoshioka. Let's see if they're better now. There's a bit of a height difference there between Yoshioka and Daniel Go. That should be straightforward for the keeper, get something on it, and there's a foul on him in the process.
Yeah, I tell you what, in that first half, we talk about a 2v1 situation, it was on again, and they could have played it again. This time round, the ball was probably a little bit too high. Challenge from the goal scorer. Not goal scorer, Zawa rather.
Speak to Mr. Pitchman, did say he's probably going to be very, very busy. That's one of the only attempts they've had. Second one, I think.
Yes, he was actually nicely worked down the left-hand side, and Matic, having made that running, then tried to curl it into the far post. I don't think Hassan Sani has made a save in this game.
Yeah.
That ball in wide of the far post. He took it first time.
Now, has it come in? Another corner. They certainly want to be avoiding these as much as possible.
And came from the other side, obviously with the same players in Ishibashi and Yokohata. We've got two players in there as well. Let's see what Balestier do. They're still looking at the bench and trying to figure out what to do. Again, 2v1 on that side. Soft one to give away.
Yeah.
Kind of deep.
Bounces up.
Took the contact and went down.
I keep looking at Abdul Razak's strapping and it's right above the eye.
Yeah.
And that's just doesn't look very comfortable. Well, that's not a good clearance at all. Oh, they've got away with that. They just look still quite tentative at the back.
Yeah, and again, stoppage there, just didn't really get the right contact on the clearance.
Dorothy hits it out of play. It's just not looking very good at the moment for Balestier Khalsa. A little flick there, Masahiro Sugita. Here's Abdul Razak. If you're looking at it from an Albirex point of view, Shasi, is it a case of let's be right on it from the start and be ruthless, or take your time? You've got 45 minutes and you're 2-0 up.
Well, I would go ruthless, really,
Right.
you know, because at the moment they can't play out from the back, Balestier. They're having troubles.
Yes.
So just put the pressure on. It would be good if they get a third one. Just put the game to bed and then control the game from there.
So go all out to get that third.
Yeah, exactly.
And kill it off completely. Right. Shigano kind of felt that that should be an Albirex throw-in. Still a lot of communication going on. Yes, Sugita. There's a number of passes that have just gone straight out of play.
And I think it's come off Abdul Razak, I think. Throwing given to Balestier.
Ah. Sometimes, Shashi, you've seen when one team kind of starts sinking down to the level of the other, and the quality just drops.
Yeah, exactly.
At the moment, it is extremely scrappy. Ball is bobbling around. There's scuffs of it. Now Hazik. There is no overlapping run for him to pass on to. Cho and Soo might be recalling what he did a week ago and thinking, well, why not give it another go. This one was not a great attempt. No real hurry to take this kick. Mustapic. There's a foul. Shibashi taken down. Here's Ozawa. Now Cho and Soo. Now to Yokohata. Well, at the moment, it appears they're going with the patience approach. He was offside there.
Oh, that wasn't the best. Wasn't the wisest of decisions from Tajeli, and not the wisest of decisions there as well.
It's a yellow card as well now for Tajeli, who seems to have hacked down Ishibashi.
I don't know what Cho Young-soo wants. That is being so daft. The yellow card has already been given.
Yeah, he's taken exception to that challenge.
Yeah, just walk away. Nothing to do with him as well. Okay, foul, yellow card given. The referee has handled it. He's gone 20 meters.
Yeah, to run over.
Not even in the picture there.
Still having words. Well, we were talking about the red mist. Sometimes can descend on Tajeli. Now, is she going to get punished here, Cho? The concerning thing is Ishibashi has not moved, Chassis.
I'd just like to take a look at the challenge again. Was it a kick out? It was, in fact, initially. And,
there we go. So there is a booking.
Yeah, and it's just...
Well, I don't think he can...
Yeah, it's just pure stupidity on his part.
Sorry, you were asking about what... If Tajeli...
Exactly, because it looks worse than it seems when it happened. Oh, I think it's the arm, the landing.
Oh, dear.
He's more so on the landing than anything else. So we hope he recovers. It's Yuki Ishibashi.
He's saying, I think I just saw it, as he went down, he was explaining how his arm sort of... It was an awkward one. Still alive here.
He got lucky there because Yoshioka was in a position to just slam in the ball. He just totally miskicked that one. And Ishibashi will be substituted here.
He has to go off. Oh, what a finish! Shingo Nakano! That could well be a contender for goal of the season. He set himself up, he had all the time in the world. And he executed that perfectly. That could well be the match. And that could be the moment that's going to be played again and again.
Oh, that was a special finish. Ball just clipped one. There you go, eyes always on the ball. And a special goal from a special player. Found nicely. Oh, no stopping that one.
He's been seen in the Sepak Takraw halls on his off time, Shingo Nakano. Because that looks straight out of one of those regus. Superb from Shingo Nakano. And that, in theory, Chelsea should be it, right?
Yeah. No way out, or no way back for Balestier, you feel. Challenge there. It's right in the middle of the park. And then he'll go.
Young-Ju, by the way, is the man who's in for Ishibashi. Let's see. North Korean forward, born in Japan. New signing. Zukainen. That's well over hit. You've been known for scoring some spectacular ones, Shasi. Just tell us how difficult is that technique that we saw from Shingo Nakano. That is immense, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think the most as we see this again, that cross coming in, we would want one. But yeah, I think the key to that is eyes always on the ball, because if you just take your eyes off the ball and then, you know, and obviously you'll be put off by defenders coming across your eye line and things like that. But the tip is to just keep your eye on the ball, just concentrate on the ball, and as much as possible, you got to get over the ball. And again, it's all about the flight. It's the coordination required to do that, and
he hit it so cleanly.
Yeah, and of course the ability and the talent to do that as well. He's just class, Shingo Nakano.
I know it was very close to the goal, but still, you have to still be able to pull it off, and that's exactly what he did. Here's Yokohata trying to weave his way through. Well, that happened before the hour mark, and you just worry from a Balestier point of view, how many more could be conceded here? 7th corner for Albirex Niigata. Again, Shasi,
yeah,
I mean, it's poor contact, but that's a free header.
Yeah, Vionik got on the wrong side of the striker there. Got lucky a little bit.
Interestingly enough, you're not really hearing Marco screaming from the sidelines. Yeah. Hazik to Abdurrazak. They all want to go now.
way Kim Tae-yuk went down there. In stages, really.
Something said there by Marko Kraljevic to the effect of let the keeper take the kick, it would appear. We have a number of Slav players, so communication with the coach, who's a Croat, will be not too difficult. Now, we've got.
I think it was the challenge on Kim Tae-yuk. You know, you were talking about
yeah,
how
we
he
were
felt.
kind of joking about that, weren't we? All good. There's Abdul-Razak. How do you feel he's been in his first game for Albirex so far?
Yeah, as you said, it's the first game, so you know you need time to get used to playing in a match and not in friendly games or even at training sessions. So it's a good run out for him. And most important thing is game time, as you said. He's there for that.
The byline again. That's from Young. Matic dispossessed. He's not really able to really express himself today, Daniel Go. Having to do a lot more defensive duties than I'm sure he would have wanted. You can hear Kraljevic now more. Niigata with a good touch. Who's going to pull the trigger? And that's last gasp defending that maybe just put off the new man in, Young.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was Elijah who came in, just got that challenge in. Hyunju was about to pull the trigger. He dragged it wide. And this was that first touch in, which was a good one, and then that flick on. It's well done, Elijah, just coming across.
Shots inside the box, 8 so far for Albirex, none for Balestier Khalsa. There's more to come, you feel. There's a lot on that. Hazik's not going to make it. Tajeli puts that out of, oh sorry, Hazik put that out of play. Getting heavily involved. There's Hazik. That's a good ball in, and again, the keeper. Where was he?
Yeah, that was a lovely ball, wasn't it? Good shape on the ball, just curled it into an area where it's always going to be difficult. You mentioned the goalkeeper. It's a great ball in. Yeah, he decided to come out. He wasn't sure, and he should have just stayed on the line there.
Feels like Albirex are getting quite adventurous. They're just pushing players up, aren't they? Get that from Shingo Nakano. Oh, Hasek just took his eye off the ball. Danger's not over yet, though. Choi Eun-soo. That's a loose ball. Who's going to pull the trigger in the end? It just seemed a half-hearted attempt from Kim Tae-hyuk, but that had to be a good chance for goal number 4 before that, the shot.
Ozawa, what was Ozawa doing? You know, you just take a look at Ozawa. Here, one touch. He cut inside into traffic, then played it on for Kim Tae-hyuk. And by that time, tried to be a little bit too smart here, trying to walk the ball into the net.
As a coach, Shasi, you just want them to be, you said ruthless earlier, right?
Yeah.
Just if you've got the chance, take it.
Yeah, just be as ruthless as possible. Trying to rake in the goals, and that will do your strikers lots of confidence as well.
Plays that forward and struggling to hold on to the ball. It's Mandic. I haven't said his name in a while.
You haven't said it the whole game.
Oh, that's given away. You can't get the ball to Shingo Nakano in those sort of situations. He wants his hat-trick. Now they've got more bodies back. Balestier, Khalsa, Nakano still going. He knew he was offside there. Choi Eun-soo, I can't believe how far up this man is going.
Yeah, and you know, they're just a mess at the moment. Balestier, you know, trying to play the ball out there, and ball got caught, and Nakano of all people. That was the pass. Tajeli, tell you what, Elijah
did really well, didn't he?
Great challenges.
Yeah. Here's Yokohata. Now Yoshioka. Here's Choi Eun-soo. He won't get to that one.
Yeah, overplayed. Substitute Hyunju. This was the ball. The idea was a good one. Yeah, it's a really straight ball played onto the path of Yokohata.
Shingo Nakano. Plays it out to Abdul Razak, who's waiting for the overlapping run, doesn't quite get the ball to Hazik.
Brilliant switch there from Yokohata.
Great ball. A couple of runs were made, option not taken. Yang Hongju has a go.
Yeah, attack versus defense here, really. It's as a contest, it's just over. Hyunju again in tick of action since he's come on.
It's a weird one for Balestier. What do they do now for the rest of this match, Shasi?
As you can see, they're just trying to sit back and try to hope for the best, because I don't exactly know what the game plan is for them at the moment. And it's a weird one, because, you know, sometimes you do prepare a team
Yeah.
playing a man down or two man down, you know,
Right.
and at the moment it seems like they haven't, and they're just ill prepared for such a thing.
Has he got his hat-trick? No, the flag has gone up. Again, the acute
close.
angle.
It's close because Nakano is just coming from a way deeper position. It's going to be looked at, obviously. Stood the ball up for Nakano, who obviously didn't miss from there. Interesting.
Again, it's a cute angle. Let's have a look here.
Look at his position here.
Ah,
No, that's the...
it's the pass to
Yeah, he's offside.
Cho and Su.
It's not Nakano, but the centre-back. Who's in an offside
What's he
position.
even doing there?
Yeah, it's a free-for-all now, really. Everyone's trying to take part in the attack for Albirex, knowing that they can do that. Correct decision.
Elijah Lim. Harith. Hazik was looking to get that up to Abdul Razak. Sugita's run ends. Can't quite keep that in. Also quite telling, Shashi, with 10 men and 75 minutes on the clock, that we haven't had a single change for Balestier.
Yeah, and that is really limitations on their part in terms of, you know, depth on the bench. And it's no point putting another defender in. You could and then push maybe Vujanic up, but again, it's at the back where they're really struggling. It's just a matter of just playing the game out.
Yokohata. I don't think Hassan Sadi's even touched the ball in the second half, to be honest. Can't recall him having to do anything. Going to be another corner. Well, they're just, you would think now, damage limitation with 15 minutes or so to go. Albirex would be wanting to just add to their goal tally. And here's another chance. That's a very decent save from Mustapic to deny Ryang Hyung-ju. He's had a number of chances since he's come on. He's been lively.
Yeah, but that was a great save, wasn't it? Down low on the left. Had to make the save. As he turns on the ball. It's a great turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Superb on the swivel. And then the keeper does ever so well to go down and keep the scoreline at 3.
A rare foray forward. Abdurrazak looks up. He's got lots of options. Not the good control that he would have wanted, Ryung, but he's still on the ball. Zulkarnain. Here is Yokohata.
Yeah, I knew exactly what he was trying to do. He was trying to go for the far post effort. And you just take a look at the Balestier players' body language here. They're just really almost given up. Vojnić goes to the ground. Daniel Go seems like he can't last 90 minutes. I think Fudil is being ready to come in.
Yeah, so Fudil and Ignatius Ang are the first two to come on. I'm straining to hear what Marco's saying to Ignatius. So with these 3 goals that they've conceded, Balestier Khalsa now have conceded as many as Tanjung Pagar. Only Young Lions will have conceded more, 24 goals. That's going to be a corner.
Yeah, ball coming off Darren.
And with these 3 goals so far, Albirex Niigata will be on to 14. They were actually level with Balestier Khalsa on goals scored, 11. BG Tampines Rovers are on 18 and Lion City Sailors are on 30. Though they have played 7 matches compared to Albirex Niigata on 6 now. Again, it's another free header, and it's a 4th goal. Yoshioka adds to the tally. 3 of the 4 goals have been free headers off corners.
Yeah, it's the second header, wasn't it, from the first header, and then nobody picking up Yoshioka right on the 6-yard line. He just angled that one into an open goal. That was the free header, 2 free headers. Everyone ball watching. It's really not good enough, really.
Naoki Yoshioka with his first goal of the season. And we are going to see a couple of changes now. So Fudil is in. Never ideal to have to come on when your team is 4-0 down. Fudil in for Daniel Go. Ignatius so far. That change not to be done yet. Yokohata also off, and Nicky Melvin Singh getting a bit of a go. Lazar Vujanic. Oh, now he is. There we go. Well, I'd like to see who's going to be in defence now. I think it's going to be Darren Tate. Been about the most attacking we've seen. And then Nicky Melvin Singh then on for Yokohata. That challenge on Sugita was being checked. No issues for a possible penalty. So yeah, it's Darren Tay, isn't it? And Tajeli in defence, Chassis would appear.
Yeah, exactly. It's really a makeshift one, isn't it?
Wow. Here's Abdul Razak. Tests Mustapic.
Well, it's a weird one, exactly, because you talk about Darren Tate, Tajeli, and even Fudil is playing in a central defense position. Really, with Vujanic gone, he just lacked the height and the power.
Another corner. That's one of the dangerous moments. Balestier Khalsa have to be fully focused here. Not the best corner taken. So onside, Nicky Melvin Singh was winding up for a shot.
It's Nakano actually, and Tajeli just comes across and gets a toe to it.
Yeah, Tajeli getting back there.
Yeah, the ball just hopped on.
Yeah.
Does well just to let the ball come across him. Very smart play. It's a corner. Hinju will take this.
If Kanadi does enough. Here is Nicky Melvin Singh. Abdul Razak has another go. Mustapic with a decent save. I think it's a foul there from Abdul Razak.
Good ball that was from Nicky Melvin Singh with his left foot. Good shape on the ball. Drew missing out, and then this was a good effort.
Here's Sugita. 1.5 minutes left. Let's see if Janssen Fu is going to be a little sympathetic and the added time. Sugita and Nicky Marvin Singh there just coming together. First of all, and then Fudil. Also bumped into each other. Fudil.
For Marco, it will be just a case of seeing this game out without getting any more or other players getting injured or suspended or anything like that, because you know this game's gone.
Just the dying seconds. It's going to be 6 minutes of added time. Fudil. Yes, Harith. Now Matic have barely been inside this final third. I'm hearing that Albirex is going to make a couple more changes. Cameo to a couple of players. Ju. His header really doesn't get to its intended target. Now Harith. Haziq. Abdur Rasak. This might be his last contribution. It will be a corner. And that is it for on his debut for Albirex Niigata.
And this was the cross. And, good defending in the end.
So Abdur Rasak has been lively. He's had a few chances. Is he going to go off? Is he going to let them do this corner first? There's a cramp as well here for Harith. So kind of just helping him out there. Always good to see that. So they're going to let him just be involved in this corner first. Oh, he's done well here, Abdur Rasak. It's going to be another corner. One for you that can force himself into the national squad for Asian Cup?
Yeah, why not? I think he's got age on his side, first of all.
Yeah.
And then ability-wise, and all he needs now is a run of games. I think that's very important. Not one game, but, you know, a run of games, get the momentum going. Mac fitness, obviously, and he can be one for the future.
Harith Kanadi's gone down twice with cramps, so he's going to get replaced as well. So Anik Raushan is going to come on, 22-year-old. Harith trudges off. His first task, I think, is to mark Abdul Razak. That's Shigo Nakano's header. I think now we're going to get those changes for about a minute and a half of play left, maybe a bit more.
Yeah, a good header again. Just leap from Nakano. He's got a very good jump on him. Got there. These are the two substitutions.
So Zulkarnain Suleiman, another good outing for him. Abdul Razak is off. Danish Qayyum will replace Zulkarnain. And Akil Zafri Junaidi is on for Abdul Razak.
Foul on Sugita Yunsu.
Ball lifted over the top. No issues there. So then referee decides he's not going to add on much more to that 6-minute mark he'd initially given, and it's a big win. It's a good win for Albirex Niigata. And would you say that perhaps they could have even looked to have added a few more to that tally, or just about right for you?
Yeah, of course they could have. You know, I think they've missed a couple of good chances as well, but in the end it wasn't really not much of a contest after Madhu Mohana was sent off in that first half.
Well, he'll point, I'm sure, to the sending off as the moment that changed everything. And up till then, Shashi, I think it's fair to say they were matching each other, the two sides?
Yeah, I think so. It was even. And then obviously the mistakes of defending from the corner situations, they were awful from Balestier. There was only one winner in this game.
So it ends here then at Bishan Stadium. Balestier Khalsa 0, Albirex Niigata 4. Let's look back then at the story of this match. We go back to that moment there from Madhu Mohana, who was annoyed about the foul and then got shocked when he got shown the red card.
Yeah, and you can see the reaction of Madhu Mohana as he walked away, knowing that, well, it is going to be a yellow card. But then, just shocked. Obviously, you see that like that, you know, leading with the arm, but I don't think there was any elbow thrown or anything like that. Just used his left hand as leverage, and this was the first goal.
Yeah, that was Shigo Nakano with an absolutely free header. I think Marco, when he looks back at this, will be very, very disappointed to see.
And then it happened again. And a good ball in from Yun-Soo this time. Taeyuk, in fact, he crossed it for his defensive partner. And a very easy header in the end. Goalkeeper just flaps at it.
Yeah, not great from Mustapic, who had a bit of a mixed bag today. But he won't want to look at that one again, that's for sure. Into the second half, and it was kind of more of the same. But look at this. This has to be one of the goals of the season, though. Just the technique alone.
Yeah, exactly. And just stood it up for Nakano, and it's a great ball in. Yoshioka with the cross. And the way he took it, the technique, and one for the cameras as well. But that ball in from Yokohata was a very intelligent ball as well.
Lots of time, and he's pretty close to the goal, but he still had to get it absolutely right. He set himself brilliantly. Remember Richarlison scoring one like that not too long ago. And then another free header. Chelsea, 3 of them today.
Yeah, another one just like Richarlison, maybe. This one was, again, another easy one. The first header was one, and then the second one right at the edge of the 6-yard area. He's not going to miss from there, just directed it into the far corner. Marking was non-existent.
Yeah, I mean, that was a theme for today, wasn't it? Unfortunately, from Balestier Khalsa's perspective. These are the stats for you. And yeah, I mean, if you were to look at the XG, I'm sure Albirex Niigata probably, as you say, could have looked at a few more. 13 on target, only 4 goals though in the end.
Yeah, but, you know, I think on target for Balestier as well, 0, you know, in 90 minutes,
Yeah.
even playing with 10 men, I think that's really poor. You know, the performance was bad, and, you know, really back to the drawing boards for Marco and his side.
2 games, 2 losses, 2 red cards for Balestier Khalsa. And that means they are still in 5th place. But for Albirex Niigata, they have helped their goal difference a little bit there, and they're also now 1 point behind BG Tampines Rovers, and they're played the same number of games. By the way, both teams still 1 game in hand over Lion City Sailors. So we have had 3 matches so far. My goodness, already look at those goals. 14 goals in 3 matches. There's still 1 to come. That's tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Young Lions are hosting Tanjung Pagar United at Jalan Besar Stadium. So celebrations there for Albirex Niigata with 2 wins in a week. A much more convincing one today against 10-man hapless Balestier Khalsa. And they're up to 3rd in the table. A very good result for them. And it means that we bid you goodbye tonight from Bishan Stadium. We'll see you tomorrow night at Jalan Besar. The final score once again here, it's Balestier Khalsa 0, Albirex Niigata 4.